Hello, everyone, and welcome to my December 2024 update video. I decided not to play Persona tonight because I'm just like, I do not have the energy to do that. So I will be playing Persona on Monday instead of tonight because I didn't feel like playing Persona for 2 nights in a row, and that was kind of the point of this update video in the first place. Yeah, that's all that will be posted tonight will be the update video. Today would be my now, like, if my now deceased cat Chloe was still here, this would be her 18th birthday. So, kind of a bittersweet day because she was 15. She was 15 when she passed, so it'll be 3 years that she has passed since she's passed on December 22nd. She died on December 22nd, 2021. But anyways, that is not the point of this. The point of this is in terms of the schedule and things of that nature. So really, there's just one small change going on, and actually, it maybe actually be kind of a major change in a way, but I mean, depending on how major it is to you, um, but shut up, freaking Windows Update. I'm trying to make an update video, not trying to listen to you about your fucking updates. But anyways. And Persona will no longer be on Saturdays, so there will no longer be, a day where, or a time where, you'll see 2 days in a row of the same game, like, on back-to-back days. Like, Persona was being streamed on both Saturday and Sunday. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. Instead, Saturday is going to be reserved for BitLife. Well, with the exception of this week, because I decided to do BitLife on Friday. No, I did it on Thursday. Or was it Friday? No, it was Thursday because I had to get up early Friday morning to get my my new car. So yeah, this week's schedule was kind of all screwed up. But it'll be back to what it should be this coming week, where BitLife will be streamed every Saturday now instead of just once a month. It's gonna be every Saturday. Where I am going to be streaming BitLife. So that's going to be fun. I mean, this Saturday is an exception, and I already played Persona last night. So, actually, my schedule's all screwed up. Because I think I actually was supposed to play Partners in Time, but I didn't, and I was so freaking tired that I actually played the wrong game, and I find that hard to believe. So yeah, I actually played the wrong game on the wrong day. Come to think of it, I was actually supposed to be playing Partners in Time last night, but I instead played Persona. So yeah, my schedule was all screwed up because of that. But basically, point being, the schedule is very screwed up. So sorry to all those who like Mario Luigi Partners in Time. I messed up on the schedule, and I honestly I was so tired that I played the wrong freaking game. Like, I find that crazy that I did that. Like, I thought it was supposed to be Persona, but no, it was. Yeah, it was. No, today's Saturday, right? Or Sunday morning. Yeah, I definitely played the wrong game. Listen, yeah, I definitely did. I was supposed to play Partners in Time, but instead I played Persona like an idiot. So, yeah, I messed up on the schedule. So it was all over the place because of BitLife being on Thursday, and my days are all screwed up. Um, because of like getting the new car and everything else, going on. Um, so So yeah, this week will be a bit more normal because I'm not going to be having a really messed up sleep schedule and having to worry about, like the whole thing with a new car cuz now I got it and I'm super happy with it. Um but yeah, I am so sorry to those who like Partners in Time. I screwed up so badly on the schedule. So yeah, it's gonna be a couple days before I stream Partners in Time again. So I am deeply sorry about that. Like, I messed up so bad. And I just hope that everybody is willing to forgive me on that. Because I was so tired that night. Like, you could probably tell, like, in the video, that I was just exhausted beyond belief. And I had been up for like almost 24 hours at that point, and I was really feeling the exhaustion. Like, I was struggling to keep my eyes open during that, and just the fact that it was just in a freaking maze, and my fuse was like shorter than normal, and I already have a pretty short fuse when it comes to mazes and stuff like that, and that's what a good chunk of that game is mazes, which I just, oh man, I was so over it. And it was just like, oh, I was supposed to be playing it. I thought I was supposed to be playing it again tonight, but yeah, I was actually supposed to be playing it tonight and Partners in Time last night, but instead I screwed up and played Persona last night. So yeah, ultimately the schedule was all fucked up. So I'm just not gonna even play anything tonight because I don't feel like playing Persona for 3 nights in a row, because that's how it would work out. It would be for 3 nights in a row. And I sure in the hell don't feel like doing that. I mean, I could have streamed Partners in Time tonight, but I'm just like, it's another one of those days where I'm just like, I'm so tired. Like, I just want to go to sleep. But yeah, I definitely screwed up on the schedule. But this next week, the schedule will be completely back to normal. So hopefully you guys forgive me. So it'll be every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday will be Persona. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. And then, of course, every Tuesday will be Mario Party. Or right now, we're playing Super Mario Party with my best friend Caitlin. I always do that every Tuesday. It was every Wednesday, but then my days off adjusted to be Monday and Tuesdays instead of Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But Mondays and Tuesday, I have Mondays and Tuesdays off work. So I think that may also be part of the reason why my days are all screwed up. But on Tuesdays, I'll be, playing Mario Party with my best friend Caitlin. So that is not going to change. And then every Saturday, I'll be doing a stream of BitLife, which will be kind of interesting. And I'm going to try to work it out to where on BitLife, I can get the chat to show up on the screen, because I want to do that, kind of have that one be more like a traditional live stream like you see on Twitch, that has alerts and things like that. That's what I want to do for the BitLife streams, and possibly do that every Saturday night. Do it like that. So for those that are looking for that type of a stream, I'll be doing that every Saturday night, and I'll probably, oh my god, probably the Saturday night streams, I'll probably be doing stupid shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, those are probably gonna be the nights where I'm gonna be stoned and streaming. So I know when sometimes when I get stoned, I get super silent, and I'll just be so stupid. But I feel I deserve to do it, and just kind of be more laid back and just kind of veg out and play a game. That's just kind of what I want to do there. So I'm kind of looking forward to doing that style. So yeah, that's basically the plan there for every Saturday night. So yeah, that will be a thing. And I will definitely be open to suggestions for these Saturday night streams, where it's just one stream. It's not going to be your traditional LP style what I've been doing. I want to do something a bit different for Saturday nights. So I'm definitely open to any ideas, and see what I can what we can come up with. So that's something that I'm planning on doing. But other than that, a lot of things are mostly unchanged. I know that that on what you call it, on that once the first I don't know what game I'll be finishing the soonest. I don't know if I'll be finishing Persona first, or if I'll be finishing Partners in Time first. But after that will come LP number 71, which will be every 10 LPs I do a Paper Mario game. And I'm debating on if I should just do the N64 one again, or if I should do a ROM hack, because I know there are some ROM hacks for the N64 Paper Mario. So I've been debating on doing that, but I'm not positive on what I'm doing there yet. I'm just gonna have to wait and see until the time comes. And if I end up actually finishing up the Super Mario Party before all that, which would be insane if I did that, then I will have to figure out what to do from there. So yeah, I'll definitely be looking forward to it, and yeah, just have to kind of wait and see how it plays out. So anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say in regards to that. So And I also kind of wanted to talk about, kind of an interesting thing that happened to me today. Um, while at work. Um, so this lady came in. She's a regular. Um, her and I, we start having like a conversation, and she's like a super nice lady. Um, her and I got to talking, and there was a guy that was wearing like some logo, and like on his hat or something. And she brought up the business Marshall Signs, and about how she said that her grandpa owned Marshall Signs, which is a business that makes signs in Everett. And at first, I was thinking like, is this lady crazy or something? But she yeah, she said that, and I was like, wait a minute, my great great grandpa. Yeah, it was her great grandpa, I think, and it was my great great grandpa. At least I think, but it was my great great grandpa. I told her that my great great grandpa owned that same business, and she was like, "Wait a minute, who are you?" And I'm just like, my name is Ricky. And she had asked me, what my last name was. And I told her my last name was Marshall. And she was just like, what? And then she started like listing off, is your dad named like Rick? And I'm like, yes. And Cheryl, yes. And aren't your aunts like Barb and Kathy? And I'm like, yup. And is your grandma's name Becky? Yep. And I'm just like, dude, what? And we just figured out that we were second cousins. So I apparently met my second cousin today, which I found really interesting. I was mind blown, though, not gonna lie, because I see this lady at least once or twice a week at my work. And I just now find out that she's my second cousin. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I was in such disbelief about the whole thing, and she was in like such disbelief, and I'm just like, dude, no freaking way. Like, that was what was going through my mind. Like, my mind was just blown. Like, it was so insane, you know, meeting my second cousin who actually hadn't even associated really with any of the side of my family in like 20 years. Like the last time she had even seen like my parents or even anybody that, I associate with in my family was back in 2005 when my grandpa Chuck passed away from lupus, or at least I think that's how he died. Um, but that was the last time she was over here, and I was like 4 years old at the time. Was the last time that she saw me, and I'm like, I don't remember any of this because I was so young. Like, I only remember like bits and pieces. Like, I remember the memorial was here, and I remember that there was a lot of people here, and that was all I remembered. Like, as I said, I was 4 years old. I was literally like just getting out of like being a toddler, basically. So I was a very little kid. So of course I'm not gonna remember any of that because I was so young, and I probably could remember more of what happened like maybe 10 years ago. Like like if I was 14, I probably like when I was 14, I probably remembered more of what happened back then than what I do now, because it's like as you get older, your memories from your childhood kind of start to fade and become like blurry, and you don't remember as much and as not as vividly as you used to. um but um but yeah, I just thought that was just absolutely insane that I met my second cousin today. Like, I thought that was like the craziest freaking thing that, could have possibly happened. Like, I never expected I never expected like to be meeting any, like distant or semi-distant relatives at where I work. Like, I was thinking that the place where I work is the last freaking place on earth that I would ever expect to be meeting like a distant relative like that. So I thought that was just absolutely mind blowing that, I had actually been seeing my second cousin for 4 years now and did not even know that it was her until literally today. And I'm just like, that is just so, it was so crazy to me because I was in such disbelief. Like, I honestly, like, at first I thought she was crazy. Like, I thought this bitch was like, or she's not a bitch. She's a very nice lady. But in my mind, I was like, this bitch is like off her fucking rocker. Like, she was batshit crazy. Like, that's what I was thinking at first. But yeah, I was just like, whoa. Like, as soon as I, called, I had to call like my parents for like confirmation of all this because I was in such disbelief on like what I was hearing. And I asked if you guys knew who Karen was, or her name is Karen. um you know uh I asked, my parents, like, if they knew a Karen, and they, they really had to think for a minute, and they were like, "Oh," and then, yup, and it all clicked. And they had asked me if her dad's name was Dave, and sure enough, her dad's name was Dave. And I'm just like, this is absolutely crazy. Like, I never, ever would have expected anything like that to happen today. Like, that is not how I planned my day to go, but it definitely was a blessing, because I now have, another family member that I can talk to, because I've lost, a couple family members that I've talked to, like my Aunt Kathy and my cousin Sarah. Like, I don't talk to them anymore because of, the treatment of, my grandma. And in the end, I gained two people this year too. I'm talking to my cousin Melanie again, and now my second cousin Karen. And I'm just like, dude, like, it all turns around in the end. So it's like, in the end, I really didn't lose anybody. Um, but I was just not expecting it at all. And and of all people, like, I really was not expecting it to be her, because I couldn't believe it. I thought it was just so crazy, and it was just mind blowing, basically. And I I will just say, it was one hell of a way to end the month of November. Like, it was one hell of a way to end the month. Um, but I'm definitely planning on like reaching out with her and, potentially, developing some sort of a relationship, and, to like, be involved in like each other's lives as much as we possibly can, because I know we're both very busy people. So but yeah, I was just so mind blown about the whole thing. Like, it just happened to be, a one random guy walking in that sparked the conversation, and she mentioned Marshall Signs. And I'm just like, my great great grandpa owned that Marshall Signs. And it was just one thing after another, and it was just like, it was so crazy. Like, I was not expecting anything like that to happen, but it did. And and I'm really grateful that, I did get to meet her after, I know I seen her like 20 years ago, but I was only 4 years old. So, um, so yeah, it was so crazy. Like, I just was never expecting, anything of that nature. Excuse me. I was not expecting anything of that nature. Oh God, I better not be starting to get the fucking hiccups. I swear to God. Um, I was not expecting anything like that to happen, and that was definitely not on my bingo card for 2024. I will say that right now. Definitely not on my bingo card. Um, which speaking of, towards the end of this month, I will be making a video, basically venting about how this year has been, and now that's just another bullet point. Meeting my second cousin, like that is gonna be another bullet point in this year, because this has just been a freaking it's been a roller coaster of a year. Like, it's had some high highs and incredibly low lows. Like, it's been a roller coaster, and it's definitely a year that I will never forget. And it has brought to me the most stress that I've ever had in my life. Um, and probably I'd still consider this to be the worst year of my life. Um, but it does have some positives in it. There's a couple positives, and both of which will literally have happened within like the last 2 days. Like, getting my new car. Oh, well, three actually. Like, getting my new car, and then meeting my second cousin, and and then also reconnecting with my cousin Melanie, which was also, that was a good thing too, because her and we've actually gotten super close, and we had actually, well, we didn't drift apart. It was more or less, the whole family dynamic, with how split my family is. Um, we just kind of lost contact, and all of a sudden, we'd seen her at my grandpa Ron's memorial service back in October, which was probably the worst month of this whole year, like by a long shot. Like, October was the worst. And, well, actually, July was pretty terrible too. It would be a toss up between July and October being the two worst, both for different reasons. And then April was pretty fucking bad also. Um, but yeah, I would say probably no. Oh man, that's tough, because November, it definitely, at the beginning, it kind of kicked me down. Um, but it ended on a really high note, which, is amazing. But I will be going over that more in my lovely 2024 video that I will be doing towards the end of this year. So it'll probably be, I'll probably get it out by like December 27th or something around there. I don't want to do it like right on December 31st. Because then I feel like I'll end up like releasing it like too late or something, and I don't want to be like doing that. Um, but I will be I'll be making a video like within the last week of December. So yeah. Honestly, I think the only thing that this year probably will, have is a better Christmas than 2021, because Christmas 2021 was the worst of my life, and I think Christmas that will be incredibly hard to beat, because of the fact that, I lost my childhood cat 3 days before Christmas. Um that year, and I basically, I was just telling everybody, do not freaking wish me happy holidays or Merry Christmas or anything like that at that time, because I was just so sad. Like, I was just so overwhelmed with sadness, and it was really hard. It was a really hard Christmas. 2021 was for me. Um, and just yeah, oh man, this year has just been a roller coaster beyond belief. And there's still more to go. I'm just waiting for the next thing to happen. That's about all I can really say about that. But anyways, I feel like I've talked more about my personal life in this video than I have actually about the channel, which is sad because this is supposed to be an update video, not me updating on my personal life. But anyways, I am so prone to getting sidetracked like that. Like, it is absolutely ridiculous. But anyways, to just basically sum up the update video. God damn it, I'm getting the hiccups. So to basically sum up the update video, so every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday will be Persona. And then every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be Partners in Time. Every Tuesday will be Mario Party with my best friend Caitlin. Then every Saturday will be BitLife or whatever, whatever I live stream. And I'm going to be doing it kind of like, like a Twitch stream. So yeah, it won't be a Twitch stream because I do have a Twitch account, but I don't have anything set up in regards to that. So yeah, that's gonna be a little interesting to figure that out. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this lovely update video. I very much appreciate it, and I do apologize about this week being so screwed up, and I'm so sorry that I messed up on Friday where I accidentally freaking played Persona instead of Partners in Time. I cannot believe I freaking did that. I was so tired. I'll just say it. I was so fucking tired. I played the wrong game, and that's hard to believe that I even fucking did that. But I did, and I will own up to it. So for all those that were really looking forward to Partners in Time on Friday, I do apologize, and I promise you that Partners in Time will resume on Monday, and I'll be doing more. And and another thing about the Persona video, I was so tired, I actually miscalculated by 10 minutes how long to record. So I was actually 10 minutes short on part 31, and I was just like, oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. That just shows you how tired I was. I couldn't even freaking do simple math. Like, it was horrid. But that's about all I gotta say on that matter. So anyways, thank you everyone for watching. Much appreciated, and I will see you guys later. Bye.